Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who's coming back around for perhaps a little bit of revenge. This feels like somebody who is holding a grudge. They still have resentment, or they have declined to forgive somebody, and they're coming back around and pretending that everything is fine because what they'd really like to do is take somebody's situation and make it more complicated. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, their goal is to start some drama, start an argument, end a relationship, drive a wedge between two friends. There's something here about, just pretend that everything is fine, but I'm going to cause some damage. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Wujentum. A little bit more. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Michael. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Empress Celeste. Hello, Dwayne. How you doing? It is, yes. If you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below, and right below that, you can also find information on how to become a member of the channel. There's 3 different tiers, and later this week, we're going to have an ad-free members-only live stream. So thank you to those that are members currently. I hope you all, if you're members, saw that I posted some shorts for you today. All right, this is what's the news. Let's see what else we've got for you. It's the Key Controller card. Key player, important person, playing an essential role, irreplaceable, fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated. Tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. This is the person who's coming back around, and they want to start something, right? Yeah, I think we have a fake apology and a fake smile. I'm going to let you think that everything is fine, but it isn't. I'm going to cause some drama. What else? Repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets, dirty money, laundering, steal, illegal. And light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, and insightful awareness. I definitely think we've got somebody here who is trying to make somebody else look bad. But I also think there's a risk they have their own crimes revealed. So this feels like spy versus spy. Let's get a few from, this is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? Hey, Lemonade. How's it going? Hello, Nathaniel. Hello, Jim. What's going on? Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So we've got someone who is, I think, kind of on guard, not really interested in making friends or not really interested in hearing from this person, but we have someone who brings a gift. If I come back around and I apologize and I don't know, bring you your favorite candy or some flowers or some burritos, could we like be friends again? Somehow this Queen of Swords is convinced, okay, you can come back around, we'll be friends again, or we can forget what happened in the past and move forward somehow, right? Hey, Missy, how's it going? Hey, James, how's your day? Empress in the reverse. Hermit in the reverse. 3 of Cups. I don't think this person's working alone. So the Empress in the reverse is the one who would like to cause problems for the Queen of Swords. The Empress in the reverse is wearing a fake smile, making a fake apology. We've got Hermit in the reverse. I'm not interested in, introspection or considering what I maybe should have done differently. But with the Three of Cups, it's like I want to be a part of the crowd, or I want to be considered, back with my friends. They want to be, I don't know, popular. I think they want access is what they really want. We have the World, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like the Queen of Swords controls something. Has, I don't know, some sort of power. And it would be too much work for the Empress in the reverse to achieve what they want without the blessing or friendship of the Queen of Swords. It's like you give me, the magnetic ID card to give me access to the building where the files I need to steal are. This is like, if you think that we're good, then I can get what I really want. Because it goes from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. This is like, if you tell me that walking towards you is okay, then I'm going to start running. It's like, give me a little bit of permission and I'm going to go further. So I'm seeing Kathy Bates, Matlock. If you've seen that new show, you probably know why. The Hanged Man and the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Wands. I think this Empress is mad because of a third party situation. So I think there's plenty of opportunity here for the Queen of Swords and the Empress to have bad blood between the two of them of their own. But I think this Empress in the reverse is coming back not just because they want to cause some instability for the Queen of Swords, but there's somebody else here too. This is complex. This could be like a workplace. This could be a family situation. I'm already dropping stuff, you guys. This could be ex-friends. But I feel like there's multiple people who would like to see this Queen of Swords have some issues in terms of their domestic life, in terms of their financial stability. Because we have, I think, somebody who is salty over money. Like, you made it more difficult for me to make the money I wanted to, or you made me pay you money back that I don't think I owed you. There's bad blood because of money. Hey, Thor, how are you doing? Hey, dude, what's going on? This is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? The Empress. Page of Cups in the reverse. I'm not sorry. I'm just going to let you think I'm sorry because it's less work. If I wanted to cause problems from a distance, I probably could. But if I apologize to you and say that we're back on good terms, then I have like more direct access to you and I cause more problems to you. Six of Wands, Three of Wands, Hierophant in the reverse, and the Star. We've got someone who's got aspirations, goals. They're ambitious, and their ambitions are not aligned with the Queen of Swords. So this is like, I want to run a company this way, but the CEO isn't letting me, or, I don't know, owner of the company. So maybe I should just start my own business. But first I'm going to go in there and get like client information. This is like, I'm going to get some sort of like advantage over this person with a fake smile and a fake apology. They're very confident, and I don't think they're wrong. I think they can get access to this person again. With the Hierophant in the reverse, again, I feel like there's someone who's working through this person, not just the Empress in the reverse, but two people at least want to see this Queen of Swords struggle. And I think it's because with the Star, we've got somebody else who wants to be seen as powerful as this Queen of Swords. Justice in the reverse. Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups. Very Trojan horse. I'm going to find a gift. I'm going to find a way to smooth things over. I'm going to compliment you. You look great. And then I'm going to steal something. Or then I'm going to leave like a recording device. This is somebody who is definitely out to cause major disruption for the Queen of Swords. Emperor in the reverse. Devil in the reverse. Eight of Cups. There's someone who doesn't want to be associated. It's like, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm going to be behind the scenes. This Hierophant in the reverse. They're the ambitious one, and I feel like the Empress in the reverse is more interested in money, whereas the Hierophant in the reverse wants a certain like level of status or amount of power. Hey, Illuminati, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you laughing? I should actually switch to a different tarot deck. Fool in the reverse. There's no change in attitude here. If somebody says that they have had like a change in perspective, or, it wasn't as big of a deal as they claimed, they're lying. They just want to have some ability to access the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Swords property. This is the Path of Shadows. Have I said hello to Bitchy Tata yet? Hello, Juliet. How's it going? Toad. Witch. And the Key. Personal growth, transformation, letting go. Beneath the veil of night, my thoughts conjure light. Shining through the darkness, I am magic burning bright. Sharp insight, opportunities, hidden potential. So here's the deal. This Queen of Swords is seen by others as a Queen of Swords, right? So maybe they're seen as an expert in a certain field. Maybe they're seen as a very strong communicator or someone that people listen to. But this person is underestimated, namely by the two people who would like to cause instability or drama in the Queen of Swords life. They're actually an Empress, but they kind of fly under the radar. They don't brag. They're not out here trying to make other people look bad. But for financial reasons and probably business, we have somebody, well, more than one person. We have at least two people who are trying to find a way to mess with this Queen of Swords Empress. But I am magic burning bright is the Empress energy, is the Queen of Swords energy. There's hidden potential, hidden strength. So we have somebody attacking this Queen of Swords or trying to get access to this Queen of Swords, greatly underestimating what they actually have going for them. So their perception of the Queen of Swords, and perhaps other people's perception, is not accurate. Because again, I feel like this Empress energy is kind of like hidden for most people. Hi, Aunt France. How are you doing? Cookie Monster. I like it. What else do we have? Anxiety, sold. Offer on the table. Yeah, there's a gift and or an offer, right? Here's like a welcoming gift, but also I'm hoping we can do business together. I just need access to your files. I'm going to stop you right there. No, it's a no for me. It's not going to happen. This Queen of Swords knows there needs to be a little bit of strategy here. So they may be underestimated. But I feel like when I tap in more to the energy with the Empress in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse, we've got perhaps skewed understanding of what happened. Maybe there's details that have eluded them. Maybe they're taking things personally, making it seem like the Queen of Swords is worse than they are because they want something. Wish, hope, praying, yearning, roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush, ready to explode, pressure cooker. So this is the energy of the Empress in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. We'll have to probably throw someone under the bus, or we're really mad, but hey, this person would make it easy. I think this is a bad deal. This could be trying to find a loophole legally or force someone to sell something at a price well below its actual value. There's definitely some shenanigans here. It has to do with money, and it has to do with the Queen of Swords being kind of like tricked out of some money. But I don't think we're going to be able to figure this out. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Four of Swords in the reverse. Huh. I don't know why I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is supposed to be sideways. And I feel like it's a reference to the fact that it's like basically showing me Pinky and the Brain, that the Empress in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse may think that they're like kind of tricking people. Nobody would expect us to work together, but it's like, no. Behind your back, everyone refers to you as Pinky and the Brain, okay? Or behind your back, everybody views you as like whatever duo you want to choose. Ambiguously, no, probably not that one. Hello, Voyager. How you doing? Hey, Matt. How's your day? So I guess what I'm saying is there's an attempt to come across as very independent. I'm not with that person. I don't work with that person. I don't represent that person. I'm not friends with that person. But these two are still definitely in cahoots. Star in the reverse. One is more about the money. One is more about like fame or power. King of Cups in the reverse. I don't think they're very loyal to each other. This is a partnership of convenience. Lovers, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Sun in the reverse. But there is a question posed to the Queen of Swords. It could be this offer, right? Do you want this offer? Do you want to pay this? Do you want to sign on the dotted line? We can be, partners or whatever. But the Queen of Swords does not answer. There's a question posed. There's a contract given or provided to this Queen of Swords. And it's like, I need to sleep on it. I need some time. I'm not going to tell you what's going on quite yet. I need to use my magnifying glass and go through like every little line to see what I'm missing potentially. And they don't like that. Hierophant in the reverse, Empress in the reverse is like, no, you're not supposed to do that. That's wasting time. You don't need to know the details. Come on. Because once the sign document is like completed, right? They feel a sense of success. Like I have access to the information I want, or I have access to the funds that I want. And I feel like they end up getting frustrated because they don't get this last step figured out. There's a delay because the Queen of Swords is like, this does not smell right. Maybe something was burned. We don't like it. Maybe they also just want to make this Empress in the reverse kind of like sweat a little bit. This is the Rider-Waite or the Waite-Smith. Yeah, doesn't really bode well for it, does it? Six of Wands, King of Pentacles. See, the thing is, this Queen of Swords is underestimated. There are already precautions in place. There's already a sense of like a loyal person working alongside this Queen of Swords Empress to make sure there's no loss, to make sure there's no risk. This could be like a really skilled lawyer, a really solid like attention to detail assistant, but there's somebody here who is like, do not like this. Yeah, this offer that they made, the Page of Pentacles, it's not enough. Seven of Pentacles, this person's looking at it like, you see right here? I don't like it. For some of you, it's as small a detail as if there is a lawsuit that happens between the two of us, the state, is it jurisdiction? They choose a state that indicates exactly what they're planning to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not your home state and it's not my home state and it's some random other state, I know it's not random. I know you're trying to bend the law to your will. So we have somebody that puts out the red alert. Like, I don't like this offer. This looks like they're trying to hide something. This looks like they're trying to maybe hide their true ownership or who else they're working with. When I was doing statements of work, we would have to be very clear if there was going to be any outsourcing. This is somebody who's like, I don't want you to know really who's going to have access to stuff. Just trust me. Everything will be fine. And this lawyer for the Empress or the Queen of Swords is like, trust you? I don't trust anybody. I don't trust my grandmother. You better figure this out. You better tell me what's really going on here. Or we're not interested. King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So our desire for revenge, this shady person who's tiptoeing around, Empress in the reverse, trying to get something that is not theirs, realizes it might not be as easy to get access as they thought originally that it might be. Pride goeth before the fall. I think in this case, for some of you, we've got somebody who feels like, if I'm just, trying to mess with this Queen of Swords, maybe I wouldn't be able to, but because it's two of us, there's no way we could lose. Again, underestimating just how great the Queen of Swords is, and perhaps this legal assistant or lawyer or somebody who really knows their stuff is like, don't trust this at all. There's that Queen of Swords again. Yeah, too smart. You see this offer, your assistant sees this offer, and you're like, nope, not even if you paid me $1 million. And they can't believe it. They're like, what? How'd you figure it out? How is it that you can avoid this? Intuition, discernment. You can tell that this person hasn't really figured out what they did wrong or changed their energy. You surround yourself with people who are loyal to you. You take good care of people that are close friends. I feel like this is more of a work situation, but this is like, well, you assumed I was stupid in like 4 different ways. You didn't think maybe you were wrong about 1 or 2 or 3 of those things? Like, you got to actually know your opponent. This Empress in the reverse, Hierophant in the reverse, I don't think they really knew what they were up against. It's like they played a low-level trick against you, and it's because they didn't think you'd be able to figure out any of them. That's a failure to know your opponent. So a little bit of like failure, I guess. I don't think they like it, but it's because they didn't want to be honest about what opposition they were actually facing. They made assumptions, but the Queen of Swords is known to be intelligent. Does not have to be a woman, but this is somebody who knows their stuff and has good boundaries. Exactly. No, like Scooby-Doo. This is the character oracle. Farmer, cultivation, harvest, land, and clown. Jester of laughter, comedy, mask, and performer. So you were able to pick up on somebody being a bit of a farmer. You've worked too hard, being a bit of a jester. You've worked too hard to cultivate something to just let somebody take it from you. Like, I don't think so. Architect, weaver of blueprints. They're so fancy with these words or phrases. Planning, design, supervision, and construction. See, this is the Hierophant in the reverse, is the person who actually came up with this plan. And they get someone else, probably someone who wants to get paid a nice little sum of money. They get someone else to go over here and make nice with the Queen of Swords. Could be somebody associated with some sort of storytelling. We've got Chronicle of Stories, reporting, interview, inquiry, and promotion. All right, let's get a few from the tarot familiars. What else do we have? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Chariot. Justice. Someone might go to jail for this. Whatever's going on here. That is not for everyone, but the Chariot can refer to the cops, and we also have justice. If there's some sort of illegal connection here, or somebody is operating not within the parameters of the law, even if they don't know it, this could be pretty serious for them. The World. For some of you, we've got evidence because there's an audio recording, there is a video, there's a security camera, you saved someone's email. There's some evidence here, and you could turn it and maybe do turn it around on this person. Now we've got the World, Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. This is like, yeah, you thought you could take advantage of me, but I let you, go just far enough before I could, maybe cause some problems for you, because now you're trespassing. Now you're doing whatever it is. This is like, I'm going to let you think that you're actually winning when you're not. Ten of Pentacles, lots of money at stake. King of Swords in the reverse, someone who lies. This is the Hierophant in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse, out of greed, ambition. Seven of Wands in the reverse, taking a shot that's across a shot across the bow, but it's motivated by money, motivated by power, and not going to be successful. So I guess it sucks to be them. Probably. James, I hope you're having a good day. This is the Bianco Nero. What else do we have? Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords in the reverse. So even though we might have had somebody trying to create a trap or cause problems for the Queen of Swords is able to leverage assistance or documentation to prove what actually happened with the Ace of Pentacles, with some sort of investment, with some sort of agreement regarding money. And this is only going to cause problems for the Empress in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse, not for the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords knew what to do to make sure that there wouldn't be any issues. Again, they were underestimated. It's like somebody expecting you to not have a backup. This is the dumbest analogy. The analogy in my mind right now is Grandma's Boy, when the all dressed in black dude is trying to steal the video game that the main character, why can't I remember their names? And then they prove it because the grandma knows how to play it. Just such a weird, it's like, what, you don't have a backup? I think the Queen of Swords had a backup. Emperor, Nine of Swords in the reverse, Empress, Page of Swords. This is like expertise, knowing the law, knowing the law, knowing the like technology, knowing the audit process, knowing your opponent. This is somebody who's like, nah, I know exactly how to deal with the situation. Handled, mischief managed. Justice. So because of somebody's wisdom, there's an inability for some enemies to create some problems, and instead the Queen of Swords is able to prevent against loss. And I do feel like somebody might be going to jail because of this, especially if they were trying to make the Queen of Swords look guilty for something. I feel like at the very least we have somebody that was trying to get this Queen of Swords fired or the Empress fired, and they're not going to be able to do that. More likely they get fired or they go to jail because they were doing too much, you know? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you to the current members. Sure do appreciate you all, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.